Hello everybody, I'm Peter Berry,
Hi, I'm Licia.
and we're with Juicy Sacred Living, and we're making this video tonight in beautiful Tallahassee, Florida to invite you to our free teleclass on April 18th at 7 p.m.
Yep, we want to invite you to a specially designed relationship course that we are calling Living in Higher Love, Dreaming Your Ideal Relationship into Being.
Yep, it's really for anybody who wants to be in a relationship or who is in a relationship and wants to get the most out of it. It's about getting committed love that in your life that really fulfills you, helps you to reach those places in your life that you can only reach with a really fantastic partner like Licia.
Thanks. We really actually advocate that people consider the possibility that being in relationship can make them grow into the person that they have the truest potential to become. That being in relationship actually frees your creative spirit in a way that being alone doesn't. It also helps you to grow into a larger version of yourself. There's something about being in relationship that is truly the temple of initiation. And in fact, we, having been married for over 30 years, have learned that there are 3 keys to an essentially higher love relationship. And we want to share those 3 keys with you in the hopes that you can sort of think about how those keys are showing up in your life.
Right. And when we use those keys in our lives, we can attain the kind of passionate love that committed love that I think most adults have lost sight of, unfortunately.
Well, at least 50% of them.
Right. Right.
Or so we think. You know, we know that love is possible, and we know that a higher love is possible because we experience it, and it's the kind of love that makes you a better person. And it's a kind of love that when the two of you are together, you are better than you were by yourself. Yes, we're both lovely people by ourselves and have
Right.
our strengths and individual, and our goodness, but there's something about the uniting where the 1 + 1 makes 3, makes something bigger than just the two of us, that really becomes very powerful, and people feel it and can sense it, and there's a possibility for really miraculous things to occur within that environment.
Right. Growth of self, growth of the kind of commitment that frees you up to be your best self. For me, it's that kind of love that I always imagined when I was 10 years old, free of all of the jealousy and pettiness that love can be.
Petticy? Is that a word?
Petticy, pettiness. Hey, I made up a new word. It's a good one.
Yay!
It's petticy. So, in any case, when we have that kind of truly amazing connection with the right person, we work with it, then there's that kind of, I don't want to say it's a naive love, but it's that love that comes from that place where we really see them for who they are, and allows us to see ourselves for who we are.
There's a purity there.
Right.
And that's higher. That's what we mean by higher love. There's an innocence, and there's a being informed by a greater perspective on the human condition. Looking at one another, not from the point of view of our weaknesses and our deficits all the time, but also the greatest potential that each of us can become, and seeing each other through the lens of, okay, yeah, all right, I can see where you're, yeah, we can go there, you can do this, and
Right.
and that level of vision of the greater self that the other has in the relationship. It's really very special to experience that, and we want everyone to experience it. And it's always been a great shock to us and sad to us that not everyone does who's in a relationship. We thought this is what relationship was, except for that we've seen it, in other people, that it hasn't happened for them. So we want you to know it's real. You can do this. You can have this.
Right. You can find that compassion for yourself and for the other person so that you really become freer in a relationship, instead of, most people, it seems to me, the people I talk to feel trapped by a relationship, and it makes me sad because Licia and I have worked through many hills and valleys in our relationship. This is hard-won information that we want to share with you. We really, it's our pleasure to serve the world by helping people find that way inside of themselves to find their highest self and to find the partner that helps them express who they are the best.
Yeah, it's our feeling that the greater fulfillment of relationship is that you really come into your life purpose because you are in a trusted partnership, and that creates a stable container for you to just grow like crazy. So this class is for single people who are looking for that special other person, and there's something bigger and higher. This is not a dating service kind of class. This is not how to, be, mega attractive and lure them in, ladies. This or men. This is not, go get them with your macho, This is a higher understanding of love. And if you want that kind of love, if you sense that there's something greater out there than what you see or what you've experienced, then this is the class for you. If you're single, we can teach you some energy mechanics to open yourself up to that kind of love. And if you're in a committed partnership already, we can give you keys, which we still need to talk about, to enliven and grow and build and deepen the relationship that you're in into that higher love. Because we always can get better, right?
Right, right. That's what we've done for the last 30 years. We've treated every obstacle as a way to grow more, both personally and as a couple and as parents. So
right.
That committed relationship, that temple of initiation that Licia was talking about is real, and it grows us. And I know I wouldn't have reached my highest potential otherwise.
Yeah. And I'm still reaching mine, so
right.
we're still working on each other.
30 years and counting.
And we hope we'll never stop, because it's really so much fun to grow, and it's so much fun to be, it's so fulfilling. It's not just fun. It's so fulfilling to be seen, loved, encouraged, boosted, by another person who really gets you, who sees you for all your faults and all your, weaknesses, and yet can see your potential and see the best of you and see your spirit and see how great you can become. And so this is what we hope that we can share with you. So
right.
3 keys. Let's talk about the 3 keys.
What are they, Licia?
The 3 keys to having a higher love relationship are authenticity, surrender, and vulnerability. Let's go over those real quick again. So authenticity,
surrender,
and vulnerability. So you want to say just a word about authenticity?
Yeah, authenticity came up early in our relationship. When I first met Licia, I knew she was the woman I was going to marry. And on our second date, I told her I was falling in love with her. Yeah, scared the hell out of her, I think. And she tried to talk over me, blah, 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 blah. And I said, no, wait a minute, didn't you hear me? I just said, I think I'm falling in love with you. I just put it all on the line, because if she ran away, then she wasn't the right one.
Second date. Now, we'll tell you a little more on the Teleclass about how all this occurred, so you will understand why I was so scared and why I was looking for the bad boy and not somebody who was just going to completely disarm me with his honesty and authenticity. And so, it was too shocking to deal with. So here comes key number 2, surrender. I needed to put my arms down. All those defense mechanisms I'd put in place to defend against true love, when it showed up, and he was just completely authentic and honest with me, I was just like, okay. And, in the fight first, like, this can't be real. He's pulling my leg. There's something wrong with this guy. What does he want? But then putting it down, the surrender to trust, just to try trusting is what I did. And that act of surrender, putting all my defenses down, was what changed my life, which leads to vulnerability. When 2 people are committed to serving that pure love, that higher love, like we have been since the beginning, there's a degree of nakedness to that larger presence that this love creates, or that comes through this love. Maybe that's another way of saying it. And so being willing to be vulnerable to one another, as well as vulnerable to that higher love, that 1 + 1 makes 3, is one of those essential keys to actually living in a true conscious partnership, and with that devotion to higher love.
Absolutely. So join us, please. We want to have you on the call so you can learn more about how you can affect this for yourself. And remember, it's going to be on April 18th. That's a Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. And all the information is in the email that you're getting, or on our website that hopefully you're seeing this on.
Yes, or here on social media. If you're seeing it on social media, we'll be sure to put the link below this video so that you can catch the webpage to sign up. We'd love to have you. It is a free teleclass, and we would love to have you there. So join us. Go out there and love somebody.
Yeah. All right. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.